Okay, so I am measuring the waist and the hip circumference, and this is my participant. So, so when you're measuring, okay, maybe you're gonna have to step back a little bit. When you're measuring the waist circumference, you want to make sure that you're measuring the narrowest part of her waist. So it would be this way. Obviously, I mean, well, if she actually turns around, you can actually see it from the back where her narrow part is. So I'm just gonna measure it from the back because I think it's easier than measuring it from the front. So I'm gonna start.
Take these off, remove them.
Yeah, pull it out. Okay, so I'm gonna give you this. You just put it in the. You wanna make sure it's between like your ribs and your hips, so like in the middle, literally in the middle. So then I'm just gonna walk around because I don't want it to be kind of awkward. Okay, back a little bit. So her waist is measured at about like a 74 and a half. So that was her waist circumference. So when you're measuring the hip, you want to go just a little below, well, a lot below. You want to measure to where like her glutes actually stick out. So I'm gonna start at this hip. Can they see?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start this hip and I'm gonna make you go around all the way around. Okay, so turn around so they know. Like, I'm just showing you where I'm measuring it. So here she is at about a 104, literally a 104 even. So that was her waist, so I mean her hip circumference. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna measure the subscapular. So where I'm gonna take the measurements from is gonna be in the medial border of the scapula. So of course, because she's a female, she has on a sports bra, so I want to try and get like an inch away from her scapula. But actually, you can't really see the definition of her bone, so I'm going to ask her to put her arm behind her back and just relax. So I'm going to move her bra a little bit, and I'm going to pinch this right here. You don't want to reach up because then all her fat, sorry, I didn't mean it that way, but the skin is going to shift, if that makes sense. So I'm going to pinch that. Then I'm going to grab this. Let me know if I'm hurting you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm struggling. Okay, and that was like, it measured at like a 17.3, I want to say. So I'm just going to round that up to like, I'm just going to round that to 17.
Hello, my name is Arissa,
Hello, my name is Destiny.
and I'll be showing you the proper way to measure skin folds, 3 areas. You want to say something?
I'm happy to be here.
Okay, first area we're going to measure is the abdominal area. I would need you to move that a little bit.
Put it down.
Yes, you're going to measure everything on the right side of the body. You're going to measure you're going to put the tape on the outside of her belly button. Measure about 2 centimeters out. So that's right here. Use the pin to use a marker. As a marker, I'm sorry. Get this. You're going to pinch. And she has about, that was about,
Just
no, 26. Then you're going to record that, 26. Then you're going to move down to the thigh. That's the next area we're going to be measuring. Could you hold this, please?
yes.
We're going to use the inches side because that's a little more easier to do the half. Come on, come down some.
Oh, come down.
Sorry. At your hip, up here to her patella. Oh, it's about 20. So gonna mark about
Pretty tall.
at the 10 line. Sorry here. So I won't have to remeasure it. Thank you. Same thing here. Oh, okay. She's a little more muscular than I did this on myself. She's a little more muscular right here than me. I had a little more fat. Okay. Then you're gonna pinch. Okay. Let's do that again. I don't think that was correct. That can't be correct. Okay. So that was right here. So that's 31. Yeah, she has a little more fat than I did right there. 31. And so we're going, oh yeah, sorry, muscle. Then we're going to do the super iliac. So hand on your hip, please. That's your hip? You feel your hip bone?
Right here? Yes.
Okay. Then we're going to measure about 1 or 2 centimeters up, about 1 centimeter up from that area. Could you hold that on with that other hand,
Right here?
please? Yes, thank you. This is diagonal, a diagonal skin fold. I'm sorry, I didn't repeat the other ones. I'm sorry, I didn't state the other ones. The other ones were vertical. This is a diagonal skin fold. Gonna come in here with a pinch.
There's gonna be a lot of fat right there.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that's about 21. Not as much as the thigh. Then you would record that, and then you would basically, since that was the first time testing all 3 of those skin folds, then you would test them again to see if you get the same number or close in difference in the numbers. And if you don't, then you would have to measure it a 3rd time and get the.
So for the chest, it's a diagonal fold between the shoulder and the nipples. So you're gonna want to have your subject kind of move their arm a little bit, just so you can get an accurate measurement. So you're gonna want to pull the skin away, get the capsule, and just pinch a little bit right below your fingers, and get the measurement. And that's it. Okay, and for the mid-axillary, you're gonna want to have your subject either put their arm behind them or in front of them, whichever one is comfortable. Which one do you prefer? Okay, so she's gonna put her arm in front of her just so I can get a better display of my measurement. So you're gonna want to go from the sternum, kind of measure, and that should be around where you're gonna do your measurement. It's a vertical fold at the mid axillary, so you might want to move the sports bra up a little bit just to get an accurate measurement. You're gonna make sure that's even with the sternum. Get that right there, vertical fold. And that's it. Okay, so for the tricep, you're going to be measuring midway between the acromion and the olecranon. And so we're going to use a tape measure on this one just to get the midway between the shoulder and the elbow. So get a marker, make sure you can mark it. Thank you. So we're going to, that's about right here, so halfway. Wow. Alright, there. Okay. So we want to measure the triceps. So we're going to take that same mark and push it and move it towards the back so you can get where the actual tricep is. So come right here. Do as best as you can to line that up towards the back of the arm, about right there. Then you want to get your caliper. So you're gonna pinch the skin, and just a little bit below where your fingers are, you're gonna pinch that skin and get that measurement.